2025, year 2 at Eastern.
Yes, sir.
How excited are we?
Man, I'm ecstatic to get back on the field with the guys and prove what we can do, prove the world wrong, prove ourselves right. We have a special group, and I know that it's something that is going to shock a lot of people, but it won't shock us when the time comes and when we get to prove and show how we can play and who we are as a team.
How would you grade your first year here?
My first year here was, if I had to grade it as like on the A to B scale, I would probably give myself more so like of a failing grade just because I didn't get to make it through the entire season. I missed the first half of the season with pulling my hamstring and breaking my big toe. A lot of stuff that happened like weird at the beginning of fall camp and like towards the end of the beginning of the season. So I wouldn't say I failed that year. I ended up still playing, but I didn't really max out or like get to my potential in that year just because battling with injury and then trying to get back in the lineup and that sort of thing. So I'm excited to kind of just get back in the season and be in my groove and have fall camp kind of be a stepping stone into having a great season this year.
Getting your body in the right shape, the biggest thing as you enter camp. I mean, we know fluke things happen, but what have you kind of done in the off season to really work and get yourself prepared?
So something I've actually picked up since the summer started because like my dad is big on like if something happened, you got to figure out a way to kind of combat that and not just kind of keep on doing the same exact thing over and over again. So I've actually picked up hot yoga and Pilates.
Wow.
So I do that. It depends on our work schedule around what DMEC does for us throughout the week. But like if we have a hard workout, then I'll do a hot yoga class like towards the afternoon or right after our practice or whatever we have going on for football. And then if we have an off day, then I'll go do Pilates. So like that's more of like a high interval, like body weight training, works on ligaments and like the small muscles and joints. So like stuff we wouldn't really think about, but Pilates does all of that. So those two things kind of have helped me kind of keep my flexibility and just automatically just make me stronger overall as a person and as an athlete as well.
Gets the pores to open up a little bit too,
Yeah,
right?
and
Get that sweat going on.
Yeah, it's about 100 degrees in there every time I go in the room. Plus the humidity, plus there's about 10, 15, 30 other people in there working out, stretching with you, so it gets pretty hot in there.
Just like your days at Charleston Southern, right?
Just like the days at Charleston Southern. But I mean, I'm talking about 120 degrees on the turf, still practicing. Just put some water, just get some water and pretty much take your shirt off and then just thug it out is how they told us to kind of do things at CSU.
How does a kid from Indiana end up at Charleston Southern and then now back at Eastern Michigan? Walk us through your journey.
So my story in the recruiting process, it started off, well, COVID hit in 2020, and that was a big thing for my class. I graduated in 2022 in high school, and around 2021, that was a time where they gave like seniors in college that 6th year of eligibility. So that kind of took a lot, it took a lot of offers from the high school kind of realm and pool to pick from. So I had like a lot of PWOs like Notre Dame, Ohio State, Louisville, schools around my area back at home in Indianapolis. But my parents paid for college, not college, they paid for high school. I went to a private high school, so my return on investment for them would be to get college paid for. So I ended up taking the FCS D1 route, went to Charleston Southern for 2 years with the goal of eventually transferring up. That's when the transfer portal started to kind of become a thing, and NIL was kind of trickling in the background a little bit. But I did 2 seasons there, and then I was a mid-year transfer to Eastern in the spring of 2 years ago. That would be 2023. Yep, spring of 2023, I got here to Eastern, and it's been a blessing ever since I've been here. Great coaches, great support staff, great players. I have no complaints as far as being here at Eastern Michigan.
Your guy that we saw got to host the Ipsies this year and do some really fun stuff. What was that adventure like for you?
Hosting the Ipsies was actually it was a fun experience. So I was working with Grace. Well, I'm always in the SAS building with Grace and Cam and Shane doing my homework over there. And Grace was stressing out for like a good about 2.5 weeks trying to find an Ipsy host because nobody wanted to do it. And I just told her, I was like, hey, Grace, like if nobody offers to like volunteers, just put my name down. I'll do it for you. I got you. Don't worry about it. Come to find out, 3 days later, hey, Bryce, you're hosting the Ipsy. So I kind of I was fine with doing it, but she kind of pushed me into it. And it was a fun environment and something fun to do. because I enjoy public speaking and talking to other people and just kind of being myself. I mean, if I'm on stage, if I'm just being a normal human in the normal day of life, but it wasn't hard for me, and doing it with my friend Emma too made it a lot easier as well.
You got to do a little carpool karaoke.
Yeah,
And
carpool karaoke. We kind of like tag teamed all the awards and all the other talks we had to do on the stage for the actual Ipsy. So having her next to me made it a little bit easier, so I wasn't as nervous up there by myself.
who's someone you'd like to karaoke with? I mean, we got to see with Be Rich in the video.
Yeah.
But who on this team could you karaoke with?
I would have to say my best friend Davion Williams. He actually went to CSU with me, and now he's here at Eastern Michigan with me as well. Plays safety too, but that's my boy. So if we got in the car and we carpool karaoke, it would turn into an actual concert for sure.
You're not the first guy to play college football in your family. You're actually the third, right?
Correct, yes. Come from a long line of football players. On my father's side, my dad played at Ball State, which is in the MAC. We played them this year. Look out for that. He'll be there. My uncle, my dad's brother, played at Notre Dame. Now coaches for the Arizona Cardinals. And then my father's other brother, my uncle Junior, Cece, he went to Eastern Illinois and then took his football passion to coaching and down in Florida currently at the big high school, American Heritage, down in South Florida.
A kid from Indiana that didn't play basketball, you went the football route?
I did. I played basketball from about third grade to eighth grade. I played basketball, but I knew that wasn't going to be the end all be all for me. I knew I was a football player at heart. So by the time high school hit, I was like, let me not roll my ankle on the basketball court and just lock in on football. And I had real bad, what's that thing on your knee? You have Osgood Slaughters. I had that real bad playing basketball, like jumper's knee. So I just said, I'm going to hang up the basketball and just pick up the football more consistently, and that's kind of where I took it.